Hi guys, how are you all? Hey guys, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, now only you hear me. Is it noisy?
No, it's not noisy.
Let's go ahead. How was the last week's homework, guys? Darsh, how was it?
It was not that hard. I actually think it was good. Thought it was good. It was a star test, right?
Okay, did you have any questions?
No. It was fine. Only thing is
Okay, so
that
that
I forgot to take pictures of the homework, so I submitted it like an hour ago.
okay, anybody, any questions?
Yeah, I had a question number 25.
I had one on number 11.
Okay, 11 and 25, definitely. Oh, it's same. Okay, that's nice. Okay, but J, I do see 7, 9, 22, and 25, right, Ma?
Yeah, clarify some of those.
Oh, you clarified, okay. Okay, cool.
I
had
finished my
some,
homework, but it
yeah,
didn't
Ma?
let me upload the rest. It only let me upload half the pictures for some reason.
You know what? If your Gmail is full, that's the problem. Is your Gmail
Okay,
full?
I think it's that. Yeah, I'll try again.
Okay, you have to remove space from your Gmail and then upload, it will work.
Okay, got it.
Does that sound good? Okay, Akshara, are you checking your work now with the answer key?
Yeah, I am.
Avni. Okay. Anvi, was it easy? Anvi and Arya Sricharan. Arya Sricharan, how was the homework? Did you understand? Arya Sricharan. Today. Yeah, let's see. Anvi, were you able to do or did you need help, Ma Anvi?
No, I was able to do this one. It was easy.
This one. See, this is the standard for geometry. Okay, they won't ask for more. Make sense? Kavin, is all the homework included in your submission?
I'm pretty sure.
Jay will definitely go over this, Jay. Vikyat, same question. Is all the homework included in your submission?
Yeah, I can upload the rest.
You can upload the rest. Okay, see, I want everything to be uploaded. Makes sense. Okay, now let's go ahead. You had a question somewhere. Let's see, somebody's coming. Okay, I'm going to share. Do you see my screen, guys? Let's find out what is that 11 and 25. What's the question on this? Okay. Okay, what is the question on this now? What is the question on this?
I was just confused on like how to like solve it, like how to find like the distance.
Okay, this is Pythagorean theorem, right? Okay, Akshara, do you want to explain? Go ahead.
You have to use the distance formula to find the distance between all the points. Like AB and then BC and then AC.
So for
And
AB, uh-huh. let's go ahead now. Wait, minus 3 comma 4, right? Minus 3 comma 4 to 5 comma 1, 5 comma. Okay. Vikyat here. It's like Pythagorean theorem, right? You construct this legs, right? Find out what is the y difference, find out the x difference, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense now.
So the y difference is 3 units. The x difference is 8 units, right? So how will you find the difference? AB square will be equal to 3 square plus 8 square, correct? 9 plus 64, right? 75, right? 73 or 75? 73. So square root of 73, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Vikyat?
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, the other way, I would not want you to memorize the formula at all. But the other way is take this as x1 comma y1. I really do not want you to memorize like this. Okay, x2 comma y2. So the way you would do is the distance AB will be equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Have this formula and plug in the values. Make sense? Vikyat? Did it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Okay, then 25. This is the level they would ask you, okay? So let's see. 25, okay. What is the question here? Okay, what is the question? Come on, guys, what is the distance? What is the question?
I just got confused from the distance calculation for a circle.
Sorry, Jay, go ahead. What is your question here?
I think I messed up or got something wrong when the points like are half of like the unit. So I think I messed up or got something wrong there.
Okay, okay. So basically the points would be what here? Let's see. This would be 2.5. This would be 2.75, correct, ma? And this would be minus 1 point. Did you take it like this?
Yeah, I think so.
And then here it would be what? This is 1.5, this is 1.25, comma, minus 3.5. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
From here on, it's easy, right? Find the midpoint. That is your center, correct?
yeah.
Okay, can we try this one? All of you try and say the answer. Let me see. It's a review of the homework. Can you find out and tell me the answer for this one? I can wait on this, please.
For which question?
Question on the board, ma.
Okay.
Be able to do guys. Yeah, I got one answer. Mhm. That's nice, Anvi. Anvi, that's correct. Kavin, just say the answer. Kavin, which is the answer? Vikyat correct.
Wait, sorry,
Just
what
tell
did
me.
you ask me to say?
I want the answer, right, Kavin? You have sent me M is equal to what is M? Midpoint, huh?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, some sudden answer. My bad.
You see, yeah. Darsh, that's nice.
We have to find the answer.
Yeah, man. You have to find the answer.
Okay. Priya,
Yeah.
breakout room, can you add me?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot. I'll create. Okay. Has the person logged in? Vijesh?
I think need to check.
As and when they log in, yeah, they are coming.
Oh, okay.
So I will open albums. I'll just open. Then assign. Kunshita, you have to join the breakout room right now. Kunshita? Yeah, go ahead, guys. Did you get it? Okay. I didn't get some of the answers. I'm waiting on it. We need to move on, guys. Johan, is that right? Yes, please, Kavin, go ahead. Johan, is that right?
I'll recheck.
Yeah, please. Not a hard one, right? Last year, correct me. I really want to do 2C again. And then we'll go to transformations. Okay. Let's see. Otherwise, I'll do logical reasoning and then go. Okay, we'll do. Johan, that's correct. Okay, I did not get answer from a couple of you. I don't want to name, but at the same time, I'm expecting answers from everybody. Guys, I really want answers from everybody. If you have not answered, then I'm waiting for you. Ishan, video is not on. Ishan, yes, ma.
I've been trying to send it and I'm like reopening the chat, but it's not letting me send my answer.
Oh, not a problem, Nidhi. You should raise, I have told you, right? So see here, now you should be able to answer. Did you get that? Yes, Nidhi. Good job. Thank you, Nidhi. Akshara, did you send the answer?
Not yet.
Ishan, where is your answer? Ma, don't make me pick and
I
bug.
can't see the screen.
You can see the screen. Okay, hold on. My problem is, I don't know which one I shared with you guys. Hold on. I feel like I should have copied the problem there. So I'm going to stop share. I'll reshare. Here you go. You see? Shara, you have the
I can
question
see
with
it.
you, right? Yeah, okay. Ishan, we are just waiting for you and Akshara. Guys, would be nice if we can keep moving. You know what is skewed, guys? You know what are skew lines? How are the slopes of parallel lines? J, how are the slopes of parallel lines?
They're the same.
Yeah, and perpendicular lines, Vikyat? How are the slopes of perpendicular lines? How are the slopes of perpendicular lines, Vikia?
Wait, the slopes of perpendicular lines?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by that?
If the slope of a line is 1/2, what is the slope of a perpendicular line to that line?
It would be -1, 2. Or no, that's parallel. Sorry, is that
The slope of my line is 1/2. The slope of the perpendicular line is
uh
you see what I mean?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can somebody help? Kavin, can you help on that? What is the slope of the
Wait.
perpendicular line?
I
You do
think
it.
uh
Yeah.
it would be -2, right?
Yeah, but why such amount of thinking?
No, I just have to calculate it in my brain. That's all.
Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Okay, how about this? Okay, let me give you this type of questions and see. I really want to understand how you all did the homework as well, guys. Let me this quest. Yeah, I mean, let me give me a minute. This one. Okay, one second, guys. I'm not able to share the screen with you. Why? Ah, I got it. Okay. Do you see my question on the board? You want me to make it bigger, guys? Should I make it bigger?
Yeah,
Two
we can see it.
diagonals of okay, the two diagonals of a square meet at -1, comma -5. Which set of ordered pairs? Akshara, I didn't get the answer from you right now.
The chat wasn't really working for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, but then you have to shout out, right? You cannot be without answering in class. You will have to send a note to me or shout out, like Nidhi said now, right? Oh, auntie, I was not able to. What was your answer? What was your answer for the previous problem? Can you send the answer here? The chat should be working for you now. I need your previous answer and the others go ahead with this. The two diagonals of a square meet at -1, comma -5. Which set of ordered pairs could represent the end points of one of such diagonals? That seems an easy one. You know what an altitude for a triangle is, guys? How many of you, Anvi, do you know what is an altitude for a triangle?
It's like the distance, so if there's 3 points, it's the top point and the bottom two, like the midpoint. No, wait, the height of the triangle, basically.
The height of the triangle. That's not the midpoint. You see, that will be the perpendicular to the base. Makes sense? I'll explain once to you all. Okay, did you get the answers for this one, guys? Okay, let me go ahead and explain the triangle. Complex. Um, Waiting for the answers, guys. Kavin, that's correct. Anvi, that's correct. Akshara, did you send the answer for the previous problem?
Yeah.
Was it A or B or C or D? What is 2.5 there, ma?
It was A.
Vikya, that's right. Nidhi, that's right. Ma. Okay, I think you guys are clear with this. Can I go ahead?
1 second.
Mm-hmm. Darsh, that's right. Kavin, that's right. Ishan, that is incorrect. Ishan, are you doing the homework?
Could you check my answer?
Yes, ma'am. J, that's not correct. J, how did you do? Can you do it on the board, J? I'll help you, J. Last year, can you get your answer, ma?
Oh,
Samantha,
I
that's right.
plotted them.
You
And then
plotted them and then did what?
found the distance
Found the distance
between them
or the
so to check
midpoint?
if they're equal.
Why did you check whether they are
Because wait,
equal?
I didn't understand really the diagonal. I thought it was like one half of like a triangle, but just the Pythagorean theorem of it, not like the or line, like just a straight line.
Two diagonals of a square, -1, -5, right? They meet here, right? We are wondering which is the endpoints, the diagonals. Okay, if they meet at this point, then this should be the midpoint of both the points, right? Find the midpoint of both these points. Is
Oh
it this?
wait, then can I
Find,
see the answer?
yeah,
B.
yeah, B, correct.
Yeah. No, wait, can
So
I like
what?
show you what I thought it was?
Yeah, please. Would be nice.
Okay. I thought it was like this because like for a square, so I selected D because that's where it was, and then it would just continue the square like this. So I thought it was these two and the endpoints meeting up here instead of like a straight line.
Oh, so you thought the given point was the end point of one of the vertices of the square, you thought, huh?
Yeah, I
Okay,
misinterpreted it.
I see. So you knew the concept, so reading the question but hopeful now. It's good. If you reread the question, it should help for sure, okay? Okay, so I wanted, before we venture into anything else, right, today I wanted to cover logical reasoning, but before I go there, right, in a triangle, I want to know certain things. Here, guys, suppose let's say this is an angle X. Okay. I draw a segment that cuts the angle into half. Okay. This line is called the angle bisector. You know what is bisect? Cut into two. Sect means cutting. Bi is two. Angle bisector is this line cuts the base, this angle into. Can I move on? Now I can draw, see, For this line, I'm going to draw a perpendicular. Okay. For this line, I can draw another perpendicular. Okay. For this line, I can draw another perpendicular. Okay, they'll meet like this. Now, the point where all of the three meet is called the point of concurrency. Concurrent means what? They all meet at that point. Point of concurrency. What are these? These are the perpendicular bisectors. Perpendicular bisectors. What does that mean? Perpendicular means the line is at a 90-degree angle to the base. Bisect means what? I told you, right? Bisect means cut into two. This is equal to this. This is equal to this. This is equal to this. Makes sense, guys? This is the point of concurrency, the perpendicular bisectors. So these are new things to you. Now, there's something interesting about this. The point of concurrency, the perpendicular bisector, is called the circumcenter. Any questions? Any questions here? Okay. The very interesting part of this is why it is called a circumcenter. From this point, this distance is equal to this distance is equal to this distance. As a result, you can draw a circle with those as radii. Okay, the triangle. See, the triangle is the circle is circumscribed around the triangle. The circle encloses the entire triangle by touching its vertices, right? So I can say there is a circle that circumscribes the triangle, right? The radius, these are all equal. These all become the radius. You see? So that is why the point of concurrency of the perpendicular bisectors are called the circumcenter. Let me go to the next one. There is a triangle. Suppose, let's say, I don't want a perfect triangle. If I draw a perfect triangle, it's so easy for you. How about this? This is my triangle. From the opposite vertex, I draw a line that meets at the midpoint of the base. What is this line called? What is that line called? See, consider this as a road, okay? This is the middle of the road. So what is this line called? It's called the median. Median is always in the middle, right, on the road. It's called the median. Now, I draw the median. I draw the median for this side. I again draw the median for this side. Now, there is a point of concurrency of the median, right? Point of concurrency of the median. You know what is it called? That's called a centroid. The names are new, but I want you to remember this is the angle bisector. This is the perpendicular bisectors. The point of concurrency is called the circumcenter. These are the medians. These are all medians. This is the median. This is the median. Median means from the vertex, it joins the opposite base, but dividing the base into two equal halves. The point of concurrency of the medians is called the centroid. Any questions? Kavin, any questions? Vikyat, any questions?
None.
He's yet to be back. Anvi, did you understand that? Okay. Similarly, there is an angle bisector for this angle. Similarly, let me draw. I don't want I'll draw another angle bisector. I'll draw another angle bisector here. Okay. You know, this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. Make sense? So, the lines that cut the angle into equal halves is called the angle bisector. You know, the point of concurrency. Point of concurrency means point where all the angle bisectors of the triangle meet. Point of concurrency of the angle bisector, you know what is it called? It's called the incircle. It's called the incircle. Why is it called the incircle? You know why? Draw a perpendicular. From that point, draw a perpendicular to the base, draw a perpendicular to the base, draw a perpendicular to the base. When I draw that for the triangle, all will be equal. So with that as the radius, see, a circle can be inscribed within the triangle. That is why it's called the incenter. Incenter, sorry, incenter. Do you guys get it? That's called the incenter because these are all equal. This is for the angle bisector. For the perpendicular bisector, the point of concurrency is called the circumcenter because circle can be circumscribed. You got it? Okay, let me come to the last part. It will not be too much. With this, we'll conclude this discussion. What's the last part? What is an altitude of a triangle? Who knows what is an altitude of a triangle? For this base, what is the altitude?
Is it the height, the top part you see?
It's the height, but that line has to be perpendicular to the base. You got it? Suppose if this is my base, what is the altitude? From the opposite vertex, I just draw perpendicular that is at 90 degrees. Make sense? Similarly, from the opposite vertex, if this is the base, what is the altitude? From the opposite base, just fall down and make a 90-degree angle. That is the altitude. Now, what is the point of concurrency of the altitudes? That is the point of concurrency. Point of concurrency means all the altitudes meet at that point. What is the point of concurrency of the altitudes? It's called the orthocenter. Do you guys get it, guys? Okay. What is the takeaway from this? We discussed a lot of new terms now.
I understand that there's multiple points of concurrency. Like one is a circumcenter, or it creates a circle that's outside, and then there's a angle bisector or an incenter where like the circle's inside the triangle, and then there's a point of concurrency of the median, which is called the centroid, where there's median lines, and then there's an altitude where there's a perpendicular line to the base, and you draw a bunch of lines, like a few lines, three equal lines, and then it creates the point of concurrency of altitude called the orthocenter.
So what you can do, one thing is, if you really want to study geometry, I would go ahead and try drawing an acute triangle, obtuse triangle, and a right triangle. Okay. For each of this, I'll go and try to draw perpendicular bisectors, angle bisectors, and then I will also try to draw the altitudes and I'll draw medians for each of this. Okay, each of this 4, I'll try to draw. Okay, then check where does the point of concurrency lie for each of these triangles. Sometimes this point of concurrency can be outside the triangle as well. So it's interesting. For that, you need to draw and see. Maybe next week or the next week in forthcoming classes, I will try. There's a site called GeoGebra. There's a site called geogebra.com. That is a good site where you can draw it online and check. Makes sense. GeoGebra is a very good site for geometry. You can draw it online and geogebra.com. Can I move on? So the takeaway from this is, I'll go over it once more. The point of, first you need to know what are angle bisectors. Point of concurrency of the angle bisectors will be called as the incircle because you can inscribe a circle within the triangle. Similarly, if you draw perpendicular bisectors to all the three sides of a triangle, point of concurrency of the perpendicular bisector is called the circumcenter because you would be able to make a circle that circumscribes a triangle. So that's called the circumcenter. Now coming to medians. Median is the line that connects from the vertex to the opposite base in such a way it divides the base into 3 equal segments. So the point of concurrence of the medians is called the centroid. The last one, you draw altitudes. What are altitudes? The height for each base. You draw the heights of each base. For all the 3 bases, you draw the height. There is a point of concurrence, right? The point of concurrence of the altitudes is the orthocenter. Jay, are you in sync with me?
Yeah.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to follow logical race. Just giving you an before that, I really wanted to see. Now you understood what is the slope, correct? What is the altitude for a triangle? For one of the sides of the triangle, you know what the altitude is. Okay, you know the property of the altitude of a triangle, correct? So I really would like to see what is the answer for this from all of us. This is an application problem from last week. Go ahead. You get it, guys? Yeah, I got many answers. That's nice. Isha, what is the slope I've asked you? You have given a coordinate. I don't understand what are you saying. Good job, Gaben. Darsh, nice. Samanvi, that's correct. Now, Vikyat, that's incorrect. Nidhi, correct. Anvi, that's correct. Jay, can I get your answer? Shara, what is that you did not understand in this?
I'm not sure what it says, what it means when it says the slope of the altitude from vertex C.
Do you draw the triangle? Can you draw the triangle for me on the board? Johan, that's correct. Nidhi, did you get it now?
Yes.
Can I get your answer? Good job, Nidhi. Last year, did you get it? Last year, did you get it?
I just wanted to.
Hmm?
I just have my answer to.
You answered, sorry. Oh, yeah, yes, thank you. Vikyat, did you get the answer, Vikyat?
Yeah, I did.
But that's not correct, I said. Can you retry?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jay, where is your answer? Ishan, did you get it?
I'm still doing.
Ishan, yeah. Can you explain what to do, Ishan? She's drawing the diagram, right? Can you help me understand what is asked? Yeah. So, what is asked? What is the slope of the altitude from vertex C? From C, you're going to draw the altitude. When you draw the altitude, how would you draw the altitude? You would draw the altitude like this in such a way, makes a 90-degree angle with the base. This becomes your base. C to base AB. So, do you know how to find the slope of this? -1, -5, divide by 4 minus -2. So that would be -6/6, which is a -1, right? So this is AB slope. Slope of altitude is what? Altitude is perpendicular, right? So what is the slope? The negative reciprocal is the slope of the altitude. Any questions? So the slope of the altitude is 1. Okay, I'm going to move on. What else I can ask you? Can I ask you some medium questions? I really want to go. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. These are questions based off of what we learned just now and using your last previous few weeks knowledge you should be able to do. How about that? Let me see. This is a good one. Okay. How about this? This is, you're going to use the concept that we learned just now. Like what? Perpendicular bisector, angle bisector, incenter, circumcenter, centroid, orthocenter, altitude, all this stuff. But then it uses your prior knowledge. So basically, there is a triangle that has endpoints, AB, and the opposite vertex. Vertex is given. Now you have to find the length of the median from C to AB. So there are multiple steps involved. Let's try this. This is general geometry, guys, okay? Maybe at your school, they might not go to this deep of working out problems using median, centroid, and using midpoint distance. However, this is very useful when it comes to your standardized exams. See, one another thing I wanted to point to here, let's see. Oh, Darsh, very nice job. Really nice. Did you understand Darsh how to do? Did you understand Darsh how to do? Did you understand how to do? Darsh?
Oh, sorry. My computer was on mute a little bit. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I understood how to do. It was, I just like, wait, I shouldn't tell. Sorry.
For now, it's okay. I'll ask you to explain it. Good job, Kavin. These are the problems where you're thinking well and doing. If you're able to do this, then you're able to apply what we learn. I'll help you if you don't know. Please shout out. Good job, Jay. Very nice. Vikyat. Vikyat, what did you do, Vikyat? There's a minor mistake. What did you do, Vikyat? Can you show us on the board? Samanvi, good job.
Yes.
So you're slowly getting introduced to new terms, median, centroid, perpendicular bisector, angle bisector, in-center, orthocenter. You see what I mean? Yeah, but we see there are two very difficult problems that can be asked in this context. I'm only getting you introduced to very basic problems. Ishan? No, Ishan. Nidhi, not really. Nidhi, you want to explain, ma? I can help. You know how to go ahead and explain. So you explain, ma, I'll help you. Akshara, did you get it, ma? Johan? Johan, did you see what is the question?
I think. Can I try it again?
Yes. Ishan, what did you do, Ishan?
I graphed it and then I
Very
saw
nice.
how
You
many
graphed
units.
it. That's a big improvement. if you graphed it, then it's a big improvement. Okay, so A is minus 4 comma 6, B is 8 comma minus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comma minus 2. Then C is 5 comma 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 comma 10 means somewhere here. C is 5 comma 10. Now, what are they saying? The opposite vertex is that find the length of the median. So what you need to do, median means from C, you're going to draw the median to AB. AB is going to be cut into exactly half. So you find the midpoint O, and then once you find out O, which is the midpoint of A and B, you know how to find the midpoint, right? So once you find the midpoint of AB, you will have X and Y value. Now you find this distance, that's all. That's the length of the median. Now, I really wanted to share one important thing. I'm pretty sure you might not have guessed it, or you might not have been you might have been oblivious of this when we discussed that. Let's see, it's a triangle. Okay, this is a triangle. I'm going to draw perpendicular bisectors. What are perpendicular bisectors? Perpendicular bisector to each C. This is A, B. I draw a perpendicular. Similarly, this is B, C. I once again draw a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular means it will be like this, you see. And then with this one, I draw a perpendicular bisector. Okay. With this, I feel like it's coming out. Okay, let's see. This is the point of concurrency of the perpendicular bisector. Am I right, guys? When I did that, what was for the perpendicular bisector, using this point, I was able to draw a circle. I was able to draw a circle using this, remember? Like this, right? With this as center, I was able to draw a circle touching all the vertices, correct? Right? Here, the distance from the vertex, the distance from each of the vertex to that point of concurrency, which was the circumcenter, was all equal. Why? They form the radius of the circle. Did you guys get it? If you draw perpendicular bisectors from the circumcenter, the distance to the triangle's vertices are all equal because they form the radius. Anvi, are you with me? Okay. Whereas we drew the next one. What did we do? We drew another triangle. I'm going to draw another triangle. Okay. Let me draw a triangle like this. Okay. Then we drew angle bisectors. Let me draw angle bisectors. This is equal to this. So this is equal to this. This one is equal to this one. And then I'll draw one more angle bisector here. Like this. This is equal to this. When I drew the angle bisector and found out the point of concurrency, what happened? What happened? I was able to draw a circle that touches one point on the sides of the triangle, right? So from this point, when you think about it, the perpendicular distance to the sides are all equal. The perpendicular distance to the sides of the triangle are all equal. The perpendicular distance to the sides of all the triangle are equal from the incenter. This is the incenter. Any questions, guys? I don't know whether you noticed this. I really wanted to underline that and again tell you, so I came back. Make sense? From the circumcenter, the distance to the vertices are equal. From the incenter, the perpendicular distance to the bases are equal. Lasya, are you with me? This can be asked for any question application. You have to apply and do some questions, then they can ask you this, okay? Now, let me go over a couple of things that are completely new to you. Then we'll continue discussing logical reasoning next week, okay? But I just want to know logical reasoning. I'll just get started, okay? Okay. Let's see. As a part of geometry, we will do this topic, logical reasoning. There are two types of logical reasoning. One is inductive reasoning, one is deductive reasoning. What is this? Let's learn about this next week. What is this inductive reasoning? Let me try asking you what is inductive reasoning means. Suppose, okay, I sit at the bus stop and observe a bus come at 5:15 p.m. on Monday. Okay. The same bus comes at 5:16 p.m. on Tuesday. Again, I go to the same bus stop. I wait around 5 to 6 p.m. And then I saw the same bus coming at 5:14 p.m. on Wednesday. Then again, I sit at the same bus stop and see the bus come at 5:15 p.m. on Thursday. I observe the pattern. I observe what is happening. And then I make the conclusion. What is the conclusion I'm making? See, this is all about reasoning, using logic. I saw this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Friday, I conclude that this bus comes to this bus stop at 5:15 p.m. every day. This sort of conclusion that I make, logical conclusion I make based on a pattern I observe, is called inductive reasoning. Does that make sense? This may or may not be true. Don't worry. The truth value means the true or false of this statement may or may not be true, does not matter. Okay. Such statements that are made where we don't know whether they are true or false, it's called conjectures. Conjectures are statements, just any statement, okay? We just want to be very geometric. We just want to be very sophisticated with the terms we use. Okay, we can as well say statements. We don't say statements in geometry, we say conjectures. Conjectures are just statements made. They can be true or they can be false. Make sense? Now, let me show you this. Oh, sorry. Can I erase? Can I erase, guys? Okay. Now, let's say number 13 is a prime number. Okay, I'm going to observe something. Okay. 5 is a prime number. 7 is a prime number. Then what? What else? 17 is a prime number. 7 is a prime number. I'm observing so much, right? 5 we count for, okay? 3 is a prime number. Great, okay? Based on this observation, what is the conclusion I can make? Anybody? Any conclusion? What do you think you can make? It's logical reasoning, so you can tell your own. What is the conclusion you can make? Tell me, guys. What conclusion you can? Everybody shout out. Oh.
That odd numbers are most likely prime numbers.
Yeah, prime numbers are all odd. Prime numbers are odd. Okay, that is a statement I'm making. Okay, I'm concluding it. Okay, I'm making a conjecture. I'm making a statement. Prime numbers are odd. Is it true or false? First of all, is it true or false?
False. False.
False. Why do you think it's false?
Because there are many odd numbers that are not prime numbers, like 15, 21.
Yeah, but I'm saying prime numbers are odd.
Oh, so
I'm
there's
not
there's
saying
also
odd number. I'm not saying odd numbers are prime numbers. I'm saying prime
and there's
numbers are
also
odd.
there's also the number 2. That's prime.
Exactly. So
Even.
2 is the culprit here. 2 does not obey the conjecture. 2 does not obey the conjecture. Okay. If you're able to find one example that does not obey the conjecture, you can prove the conjecture to be false. And this one weird example that does not obey the conjecture is called counterexample. Any questions? Any questions? How can you prove a conjecture to be false? A conjecture can be proven to be false using a counterexample. What is a counterexample? When you see a pattern, these all follow the pattern. Okay. So I make a conjecture. However, If I'm able to find one example that does not follow the pattern, I can call that as a counterexample and say, because of this counterexample, this conjecture is false. Any questions? Okay. Did you all get what a conjecture is? Did you all get what a counterexample is?
Yeah.
How can you prove conjectures can be false? Using counterexample. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, you can observe patterns and you can also say what number comes next. Suppose if I have the numbers 1, 3, 6, 10. What is the next number in the pattern? You can tell me the conjecture. Conjecture means what is the next in the pattern. You can make a conjecture, right? You can make a conclusion. 1, 3, 6, 10. One, 3, 6, 10. What is the next number in the pattern?
15.
Good job. So how did you do that? Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, correct? Yep, that's a conjecture. You see, at the end of it, it may be right or wrong, but you can make a conjecture and you can have your own logic how you arrived at it. Make sense? So will you be able to make conjectures for me? Will you be able to make conclusions for me? Okay. Okay. So let's see. For you to prove that a conjecture is false, you have to give me a counterexample. Did you get that? Okay. Okay. So let's see one and then I'll let you go. Okay. How about this? How about this? You read all of this. Okay. We'll just do this one problem and then how about this? Given A, B, C, and D, E, F are supplementary. A, B, C, and D, E, F are supplementary. A, B, C. I'm drawing. You can draw your own. Okay, don't see me. Okay, I can misguide you as well. A, B, C, D, E, F. Supplementary. Okay. A, B, C, and D, E, F form a linear pair. Linear pair means a line angle, right? A straight angle. A, B, C, and D, E, F form a linear pair. Is the conjecture true or false? You are observing this. You are making a conjecture. Is this conjecture true or false? What do you think, Johan? What do you think, Johan? Come on. What do you think?
Think true.
In this case, it's true. But see here,
Oh,
I've
separated.
drawn, I've drawn a counter example where they're completely separated. Yes, A, B, C, and D, F may add up to 180, but they don't form a line here. You see, so this is one counter example that can prove the conjecture as false. Did you guys get it?
Yeah.
So for your homework, there will be some conjectures given and there will be a pattern. There will be given, statement will be given. We'll have a conjecture. You have to say whether conjecture is true or false. If you say false, you have to provide a counter example. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, guys. And I will also include problems on median, centroid and stuff. Make sense? Any
Yeah.
questions for me? Okay, guys. See you all next week. Okay. As always, I'll post the homework. Please do. Okay. Okay, guys. If you have questions, stay. If you don't have questions, we can meet next week. Have a nice, relaxed summer week.
Bye, Miss
Bye, Miss
Priya.
Priya.
That was great.
Bye, guys. Bye,
Bye, Miss
guys.
Priya.
See you.
Bye, Miss Priya.